talk about today was I'm working on the rent zone EC. Let me go to the exact one. I'm working on the deploy a dynamic web app with on AWS with Terraform, Docker, Amazon ECR, and ECS. Do you know which
Mm-hmm.
project I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so when I was working on it on the rent zone infrastructure part, I had did a Terraform apply and it didn't work. So I didn't want to get charged for like leaving the things up. So I just worked on like a few other parts of the project just to like kind of like get ahead a little bit while
Mm-hmm.
by the time we went on a call because the other day I couldn't go on call with you. And
Okay.
um so I got to the part where give me 1 second. I got to the part where mm, 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 mm. I'm just trying to find the file. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
It's easy. Mm, mm, no, give me 1 second, Aziz. I just want to watch a video real quick just because I forgot where I left off
Okay.
on forgot what lecture it was. I'm sorry. Was it
To add this variable in your variables dot.
Terraform under ECS? I'm just looking for the file because I forgot what part I left blank because I had to deploy something else, but I didn't deploy it. And I left it in a double quote, but
Um,
I don't know where it is. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to see if it's
so there's a way, it's fine. So were you getting an error from it, or um, were you getting an error from it?
no, so the thing is I had to deploy something to get the URI of the ECS, I believe, but I didn't do a Terraform apply to get that URI. So I was curious as to what I could do. Um, I just want to find it so I can show you, but I don't know where I left it.
So, try applying so are you saying if you apply your Terraform, everything works?
Look, I'll do it now. I'll do a Terraform apply in the red zone infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do a Terraform in it first?
Yeah, I can do it, then apply.
because there's nothing I like destroyed everything just so I wouldn't get charged for it, till
Yeah.
we um just till we talk because I was getting charged a lot and I didn't want to get charged. All right, I'm gonna do a Terraform apply. Okay, inline 101 in module ECS local environment valid reference.
So you have a lot of well, not you have some error in your not error, but I mean,
Oh, there's a
yeah.
capital E, that's why.
So you probably see that on your project.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the
So it'll be in your main.tf.
yeah, in the ECS line 101. This is
So it will be in your project.
oh, in the rent zone you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's saying local
The
environment.
project local. So go to uh environment has not been declared. So I think you have it um so go to line 101 environment right there,
Mm-hmm.
right? And go up to your locals. Let's see.
Oh, it's because it's a capital E.
Yeah.
So should I
Sorry.
just change this to a capital E or do I have to change everything?
No, you can have capital E. That's what it's complaining about. It
Oh,
is
you can't.
lowercase. No. No, it's not necessarily even complaining about that. It's they're both is both and that one too. Yeah.
Okay, then it says invalid reference line resource upload env file source. Okay, that might be what um
So that one is saying you have to upload your env file.
mm-hmm.
So there's nothing wrong with the code. You need to have the env file you want to upload into your S3 bucket in your project directory.
Okay, so I think that's the part that I didn't upload. I left it blank because
No,
um
you have to have the file there. Even if you have to have the file there for it to work.
so should I go back to the rent zone one?
Yeah. So if you watching the video, I have the file there, which it seems like you have it, right? It is
Yeah.
it's the one you named rentzone.ecs,
Mm-hmm.
right? So so what's it? Invalid reference. So it is rentzone file name. So what did you call your rentzone file name? The variable here. What did you call it?
I believe I called it
Go in your TFS. It'll be in your TFS.
maybe because of this, it's different.
Mm, no, that's your bucket
Oh,
name,
okay,
but
Aziz, this is what I was referring to. I just found it. So the ESV variables, the container image, I just left it blank because I didn't do a Terraform apply for the rest of this. So I
mhm.
didn't get the URI. So I was gonna say, how would I be able to do the Terraform apply without this being involved?
You need that because that's what ECS needs. That's your what image are you using to run your container? So that is an important part of your deployment. So
Yeah,
yes, you will need that.
but that's what I'm saying. I haven't done a Terraform apply yet for any of this.
Oh,
So there was
so your
no
container ID will be your container, the same container you used in this project when we manually created it.
okay.
In the beginning of this project, I you have to build your image, right, and push the image to ECR, right? Did you do that part?
I believe so, yes. I did everything basically up until like lesson 30. I kind of kept getting some errors, so I was like, I'm just gonna work on the project and then when we
Okay.
talk, hopefully we can figure it out. But no, I didn't do the part where the URI comes up.
Okay. So in the course, if you go in the course, there you in the there's and I think I also included in here. So if you scroll all the way up, scroll down, create access, key configure and set up. Okay, so this is specific to. So for this course, right, you have to complete, scroll down. So for this course, you have to first complete it in the management console before you do it with Terraform, because you need how ECS works is you create a Docker file and you use
Hmm.
that file to build your Docker image, and that Docker image is what you can your ECS the ECS service will use to spin up your container. So you that is not something that is done through Terraform. You can do it through Terraform, but it's just a manual process that you have to do. So
Okay. So should I do
so
that now in the management console?
so it has some process to it. So you would have to watch that lecture to do it, because
Which
you have to install. Also go to the project.
should I do categories?
Mhm. And go back. I guess you go back one more to all the courses.
Should I click on what should I click on?
Yeah, you probably have to go to your course library, my library. Okay. Scroll down, scroll down. It will be stop. Scroll up.
This one?
No, scroll up. It will be this one,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
in this course, you have to pretty much set up everything, install Docker. It seems like you've watched it. So,
Yeah, I think I already did all of this.
okay. So you most likely build your image and push your image to ECR. So scroll down and go to like the next. All right. Okay. Click to the next. So here, so that part, that's where you're building the Docker image. It seems like, and you have to push it to ECR. So um, go into your AWS console and go into your ECR service and see if you have an image there. If you don't have the image, you would have to watch this part and push your image. That's the only way ECS will work.
Okay.
Yeah.
ECR you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
you have an image there. So you have to no, you have to select it, then whatever your image is in there, you copy it. So select the latest and copy the URI. That's what we used in there.
Okay. Also one thing before I run Terraform apply again. So I put the rentzone.env file in my git ignore. It's here, but it's still being tracked.
How is it? I don't think it's being tracked.
You don't think so? Because I saw on yours it became like gray almost.
Mm-hmm.
But
So if
mine,
you make a change in that file, or make a change in it and see. Just add something random thing at the bottom and save it. Yeah, it's not being tracked.
It's not.
Because if it was being tracked, it should have like a modify. Did you save it? Save the file.
Yeah, I did. I'd saved it before.
Okay. Yeah, so if it was being tracked, you should have like the modify sign on the next to it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because I saw yours was like it shows up like gray almost, so I was wondering if
Mm-hmm.
I had tracked it right. Um,
So you need to fix this error. So invalid reference to source, the file name, upload source. uh, Is that what I had? So what is it saying? env file name, env file name. Um, so I think is what you reference. So a reference to a resource type um, must be followed by at least one attribute um, access. So I'm not sure if that's what I did. So you have to um,
yeah, this was as like whatever you put, I put as well. Um, this is the S3 main.tf. Yeah, this is how it was.
copy that env file name.
Okay,
Okay, well, okay, so I see what it is. Um, it needs to be a variable.
so I need to put var in here.
Yeah, because that's what you are putting now is just a string.
Okay,
Can you go to that part of the video where you know what? Don't worry. I can,
you sure?
yeah, it's fine. I have the project too. I can open it and see.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it needs to be a variable. But let me just, okay, yeah, it needs to be a variable. Because when you have just the environment name in there, that is, you are saying that is what it is.
Okay. So
But the,
I'm gonna go to the rent zone.
yeah, you gotta push the change in your modules up so your project can pick it up.
You're saying in source in here,
Yeah, you gotta push it to.
GitHub.
Oh, in this one, yeah, we're using GitHub, right, as the
Yeah.
source. So yes, you have to push it there so your project can pick it up.
Okay, just give me one sec. I'm just gonna check if it okay. Yeah, it just updated. Okay.
All right.
Do I
So
have to do Terraform init again?
is that all the errors you have in your plan?
Um, oh, yeah, so I guess it's the capital E. I guess it must have
Okay. So we fixed that one already.
did
And
on main.tf line 94 in module ECS task
you
X.
already fixed that.
No, I think I fixed this one.
It's the same one. It's kind of
Is
like the
it?
same.
Okay.
Yeah, they are pretty much you had the error there. but it is pointing to pretty much the same thing.
Okay. So do I have to run a Terraform in it again?
Yeah, but you might have to probably delete your .terraform folder. Sometimes it picks it up, sometimes it doesn't.
This
So you
one,
might
right?
have to delete that folder and delete your
Lock.
.terraform log and run it in it again. It should work after that.
Okay. I really like your course, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
It's very helpful, and I like that you go on live.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to make sure that when you are working on the project, you understand what you are doing. And also if you get stuck, I can help you to resolve whatever issue you are having. You
Yeah.
know, that's one of the main thing most people complain about online course is when they get stuck while taking the courses, if needing help to help them troubleshoot. So I just try to do that part for my course.
No, of course. I think it's very helpful because like being able to talk to you and have you like walk us through the steps that we get stuck on,
Hmm.
and like, even watching your YouTube live sometime, you help a lot of other people as well.
Yeah. I mean, when I was learning, I had the same issue. So now I'm just trying to, I guess I saw what was really lacking when I was learning. So I'm trying to help others fill that gap. So yeah, it's very important when you are working on the project, especially if you are studying by yourself, that when you get stuck or you have questions, that you have someone you can reach out
No,
to
of
help
course.
to walk
I
you through
think
it. So,
I think that's the biggest difference between um your boot camp and the other one I was in. He would only like it was more expensive as well. It was $1,000,
mm,
and you could only go on Zoom call with him twice during the whole course. And like there was parts where I would get stuck on, and I would message him, and he'd be like, "Oh, just send me the code through like the direct message." But sometimes, you like send the code, but it's not like clear, especially if somebody really knows like what they're doing, like he did. He was a cloud engineer for like 10 years. So like he would just be
hmm
like, oh, do this, this, and this. But like for me, I was just learning. I was like, I don't really understand like any of it. And I want to understand it. That's the biggest thing.
hmm yeah. Yeah, and I understand, when I understand on both part. So on your part, yes, when you are learning, you would need to have access to whoever is teaching you from time to time to at least help guide you through some things where you have questions or things that you need clarification on.
Hmm.
And everyone on the boot camp is different. That's what I'm saying. When anyone is joining a boot camp, those are the things you should ask. I'm not saying specific to, I'm just speaking generally now.
No, of
Is
course.
when people are advertising their program to join, you guys don't join the program because they are telling you you'll get a job this fast, that and that, because that is probably just a ploy to get you to sign up. Once you sign up, then that's it. You
Hmm.
need to just check that whoever is doing the bootcamp is what is the learning plan? How do they provide support? Those are the things that I'll look for. So everyone in every bootcamp is different, I don't
Hmm.
know why, but it's something I hear a lot where when people sign up, then it's very hard for them to get whoever is teaching them, get them live to help them solve any issues they are having. So,
Yeah, no, of course. And I actually watched like a few of your YouTube videos before I joined, and you were really helpful with people. And that's honestly what made me go with you because I was like, if he's helping out this many people, And I liked how you like basically lined everything and you show how to use like Jira and you show how to use GitHub and all of that.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to teach you as much as pretty much everything I know.
Mm-hmm.
How everything I'm showing you guys is exactly what my day-to-day is like. Um, the type of projects we are working on is very identical to what you will see in your environment at work. The type of things you are doing in the project using Terraform, GitHub, committing um the repos committing stuff into your repository. Those are all the things you will see on a day-to-day at work. So pretty much literally the program is almost like what a day-to-day is like as a cloud engineer. So is the benefit for you is if you take my program, you won't get stuck on day one, feeling like you don't know what to do. Someone actually messaged me, they are working as a cloud engineer and they need me to help them to learn how to clone their repository.
Mm.
And exactly. And I was just like, oh wow. I mean, for you already at this stage, you already know, understand how to do that.
Yeah, of
So
course.
exactly. So that's one of the things I um emphasizing in the program. I'm putting the things like that. There's no reason why you should be working as a cloud engineer and you don't understand the concept of cloning your repository.
Yeah,
Because
I feel like that's basic knowledge at this point.
exactly, exactly. Um, so in my program, I just try to, because I went through the same process. So pretty much all the things that I did that made it a successful journey, and also the skills that are required for you to get a job as a cloud engineer. Those are all the things that I'm including in the course. And in addition to that, I try to add that mentorship part to it just to be able to guide you. And I also feel that when you are joining and you are learning, you shouldn't have to spend a lot of money,
No,
especially
honestly,
if it
I
is.
feel like for the price you're offering and what you offer in return, it is truly like I'm telling you, like I see numerous cloud engineering courses because I have TikTok and I see
Mhm,
all these people, they're like 1,000, 3,000, even upwards of like $5,000, and they're like, oh, job guarantee. But like how I look at it is like even if you have the greatest portfolio and everything, like there really is no guarantee for a job.
mhm.
And $5,000 or even 3,000 is like a lot of money to some people. So the price you're offering and what you offer and the projects you offer, honestly, it's truly like unmatched. Like I like watch your YouTube videos as well and everything. I built you helped me even finish a three-tier VPC architecture I built off of your YouTube page, which is like not many people will offer that much information for free on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I offer stuff free on YouTube, and really for my program is almost the information I'm sharing with you is almost free
Hmm.
because
Basically.
if you um I just have to, if I'm doing something, I have to get something back in return for it. And also, if you are learning something, it's also good to invest in yourself by paying for it. So it's a equal exchange, but I don't feel like it's an information I have to charge you 3,000 or 1,000 for. But I just want, because I was there too, I understand. So I try to make it affordable. Although in this day where like you're saying, people are charging 1,000. Um, 1,000 is probably the cheapest I've seen outside of
Yeah,
mine, and 2,000, 3,000. Now that I'm charging just 299,
yeah.
I don't know whether when someone looks at it, they perceive it as, sometimes when something is expensive, people tend to think it is much valuable than if
Can I
something
be
is
honest with you?
like cheap. Yeah.
So when I saw your course, if I didn't find your YouTube page, I would have like honestly thought it was a scam because I was like, no way is he offering you a 6 month or a year boot camp for only 300 or $600. And then I found your YouTube page and I was like, okay, his stuff is legit. So I would like take that into account. If you ever were thinking about raising the price, like
Mm-hmm.
I think the best time to do it would be like now because like you're at the precipice where you have so much to offer and your price is like very negotiable. And the fact that you also allow people to do like the payments, like I
Hmm.
did the I think I paid half and then I did the other half through like monthly payments. So
Okay.
I think it's very fair, but um yeah, I think your YouTube page should be more advertised because you have a lot of really good stuff on there.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, I get some feedback. I know I should be charging more, but for now I want to make it available to as many people as I don't want that it to be the price to be the reason why someone can join.
Of
And
course.
I'm from Nigeria and I understand like someone from Nigeria might want to join my course.
Of course.
And if I have the price at $1,000, it is for majority of people that I'm trying to reach out to, majority of people that I'm trying to reach and teach them, it would be really, really out of their range.
No, that
Uh,
makes sense because
so
I'm
yeah.
from a country in Europe too where like the economy is not so great. So I definitely get it because like I live in America. I'm a first generation American. So
Hmm.
like it's different, but like if it's somebody lives in a country where, you know, a dollar here is like $10 over there, like it is in my country, like $1,000 is a lot. So I understand.
Exactly, exactly. So that's I'll be honest with you, that's one of the things in running. This is turns to be like a business for me. So
Hmm.
one of the things I'm realizing in business is, well, a big part of it is just marketing. So I'm putting it out there. If there's someone out there you're listening and you know about marketing, let me know. I don't mind splitting the profit with you. I know my product is good, but
It is.
I don't have I'm still learning the marketing skills. So it's like I'm trying different things and trying to find a good price point. Also, I'm looking at other a, the only program out there which is very, very good that I think is close to what I'm doing is Code Academy.
Yeah.
And
That's like big time though.
yes, exactly. They are very good.
They've
When
been
I
in
was,
they've been in business for a while.
exactly. So when I see kind of like how they operate, they part of their thing too is they offer really, really good information, like one of the best out there, and they um also make it affordable for their students.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like an idea that I have too. Is like I know my information is really, really good, and I also want to make it as affordable for my students as I can.
Honestly,
So,
my advice would be to you, if you don't, I don't know if you live in America, but if you don't have TikTok, I think that's a great way to have a much larger reach. Like you can just post like 30-second snippets, a minute long, and you'd be surprised as how many people. That's actually how I found out about cloud engineering was through TikTok. I had no idea what it was like a year ago.
mhm, yeah,
So if you ever have that in mind, like you could just even post like a short video of you talking about yourself, your course, or like projects you work on. I see it all the time all over my For You page. Like people are like talking about courses, like
yeah,
that they write, all this stuff.
yeah. So I do have a TikTok account, which someone is managing it for me,
Okay,
and she's always pressing me about sending out videos
you
because
should.
she's doing a good job she's doing a really, really good job at managing it. So if you guys see my TikTok is managed by Renee, she's very, very good. So, but one of the again another thing I'm trying to get over is putting myself out there more because I
Yeah,
tend to be more to myself.
yeah.
So she's always like, "Oh, you're gonna have to be on the camera," and I'm I've warmed up to the idea, but it's something I have to do consistently. So
That's what
yes,
I was also gonna say. Like with TikTok, especially, I think the more you post and like the more engagement you get, the more the algorithm will push your video.
okay, okay,
So that's something to keep in mind.
I'll definitely consider doing all that. So yeah, and if anyone understands how to do all these things in terms of um, promoting the course, and definitely something I'm interested in. So I did hire someone to try to help me manage, do all like the social media promoting.
Hmm.
And one of the things they told me was to make a guarantee that if you don't get a job, you will get your money back. And I was like, no, I don't
Yeah,
like making those type of guarantees
yeah, that's
just to
tough.
get someone to buy my course. I know my course is good. Just like Apple don't make guarantees that if their product is this, you get your money back.
Yeah,
Because their brand's reputation is they make good products. So people don't
mhm.
even think twice to buy. So that's the type of reputation I want to have too. I know with time, when enough people take my course and they realize that it's good and it's legit, then I would have that reputation, and I don't have to make guarantees that if you sign up, you'll get a job in a month or
Yeah,
45 days, or which is pretty much a lie.
yeah,
If you guys are listening, don't sign up for a bootcamp because you think they told you if you sign up today, you're going to get a job in 45 days. Just trust me, it's going to take you much longer than that
of course.
to build the skill sets to get a job.
I
So
would say about 6 months. It depends on your learning curve, but I would say about 6 months of consistent work with your,
exactly.
it's like you can get a job and you could still learn in the job, but I feel like 6 months is like the spot where if you really understand what you're doing, that's like the earliest. I would say for most people, about like a year,
Mhm.
probably learn everything, not everything, but you'd learn enough just to get your foot in the door.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, Angie, so sometimes how people get a job not knowing what they are doing is exactly what I say. Let's say you join a boot camp and the boot camp is making guarantees that they can help you get a job as fast as possible. Sometimes you can, based on who's interviewing you, you can make it through the interview because there's just some cracks in their interview process. Some people do make it through the interview, and when they get on the job, they don't have any basic knowledge on how to do anything. So, and that can happen sometimes. Maybe that's one of the reasons why this person has a job and they don't have just the basic knowledge of knowing how to clone a repository. So yes, that does happen from time to time. My TikTok username is AOS Note, so it's the same name as my YouTube. AOS Note, just one word.
I was
So
also gonna say when I finish this project, I'm gonna post it on LinkedIn and I'm gonna tag you as well. So
thank you,
hopefully
thank you,
that'll. I
thank
was
you.
also gonna say if you wanted to make a short video of how the best way possible to promote projects on LinkedIn, I think that would be a great help to the people in your boot camp, and you would get more outreach that way.
Yes, I have a video on it how to um set up your projects in your GitHub repository.
Yeah,
Um, And I'll think about it and how you guys can present it on LinkedIn as well. I did one for your GitHub repository. I'll do one for LinkedIn. And
yeah.
then,
The GitHub one was good. I remembered you did that with Chat GPT and all of that.
mhm. Yeah, I'll do one for LinkedIn and I'll see. Yeah, I'll think about it and I'll do one. I'm always trying to like come up with ways you guys can present your project just to give you an exposure. And also, the more you do it, the more projects you work on and you share, it would show up on different places, and that can also help you reach a lot of people that may potentially be hiring.
Yeah,
Um,
that's actually the advice I got from one of my friends is a solutions architect,
mhm.
and he said that the reason he got hired was actually because of him constantly I think he posted about 5 projects on LinkedIn, and then he eventually got approached by a recruiter and he was talking back and forth, and then like they just went over the basics, and he was like after he didn't get the solutions architect job right away, but now he is one. He started out as a cloud administrator, I believe, and then worked his way up.
Okay. Yes, exactly. So it does. I've seen a lot of people get a job that way too. That's what LinkedIn is meant for. LinkedIn is supposed to be like a networking platform where um and potential people that are looking for people with talents can find them there, and someone that is talented that's looking for work can find work there.
Hmm.
So you guys, when you use LinkedIn, don't just use it mainly for like um posting your project. You should also use it as a networking thing. It also use it as a networking tool. Also, now that with the state of everything, right? You can. I'm always feeling like sometimes you have the skill set. It's good to have the skill set. You have to know how to do the job. But imagine some of the ideas I have is if I was looking for work, I would look for like project managers at whatever company is hiring for cloud engineer on LinkedIn. I would message them. Maybe I would do like a short video presentation of some of the projects I've worked on. And but not just showing them that you complete the project, but precisely pinpointing the issues and the problem you solved with that project.
It's a
And
good idea.
you can also pose a question to them. Do they have anything they are working on that they need help with that you can take on and see if you can present the solutions to them, right? Those are different ways you can reach out to those people that are in position to hire you. Because I really don't know how things work now with AI because someone was telling me when they applied, there was like a consent form that the company was saying, do you agree with us using AI to pretty much review your resume?
Most companies now, from what I hear, is the first initial application is always reviewed by AI, and that's why
Mhm.
it's important to have like certain words in your resume.
Exactly. Exactly. So you guys think about it. Imagine you actually having the skills and you know what you are doing, and you are automatically being disqualified because you don't have some keyword on your resume. So that is kind of like a disservice.
Yeah.
So how you can navigate around that is if you network with people that are actually doing the hiring, you can bypass that AI filtering your resume. If you can find a way to get your resume in front of them and they can look at it, and that can lead to them interviewing you. Once you are in the interview is literally just one step before hiring.
Hmm.
Because once you build your skill set, you know what you are talking about, you are confident, right? Once you get to the interview and you do well, you get hired. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the whole AI thing and the best way to do it. But if I was looking for a job, I would be looking for people that are in position that are hiring for the skill sets that I have, and I would be trying to network with them. I think that's one of the best way you can navigate around the AI filtering your resume out.
That's a good idea because then you can directly talk to them or send them your resume.
Yes. Yes. Um, yeah, so someone said, how does my mentorship work? So I have sets of do you mind going into your membership account so I can just show them?
Yeah, no problem.
So once you sign up, I have like to have access to my mentorship program, you sign up for either the 6 months or a year. And once you sign up, yes, it is right here. You sign up for 6 months or a year. Once you sign up, you will have a membership account. In that membership account, um, in his library, if you see in the library, you have like sets of projects that you have to complete. I think there are about 15 projects in there, and the projects are all hands-on based. So they are basically what I did to get a job as a cloud engineer, what I've taught other people who has also got a job as a cloud engineer, and literally some of the things, majority of the things that you will see on a day-to-day that you do as a cloud engineer in there. So where my mentorship come in place is as you are working on it, if you get stuck, then I can have like a live session like this with you, just like I'm having here, and we can discuss anything you want to discuss, whether it's issues you're having with the project or general questions or concerns that you have. So that's pretty much how it works. I also have Slack channel where
Yeah.
you can message me and you can also meet other students in the Slack channel. So that's how my mentorship works.
He also has like how to prepare and start applying for work, a bunch of projects, CICD, which is super important, and then a bunch of these.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically all the skills that are required to get a job as a cloud engineer, that is what I'm teaching you through a real world hands-on project. So it's not just you watching some webinar all day. Everything is hands-on project, and each lecture is not that long. It is probably like 3 to 5 minutes
Yeah, no, it's not
for
long.
each videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like the longest ones are probably like 30 minutes. That was the longest I've seen, but that was a lot of
Yeah.
uh,
So the Terraform videos are much longer than the regular configuration because those ones I try to focus on deploying the service. But
hmm.
when you are working on it, it don't seem that long because
No, it doesn't.
you are always engaged from the moment you start because it is you actually doing something. It's not just you sitting there and watching.
Yeah, and you also like guide us at a very like good speed. You don't go too fast or too slow. And eventually, like once you start doing the projects, you start to learn like what comes next. So like I found myself like filling in some things like because it's kind of I don't want to say repetitive, but it kind of is like after a while
Mhm.
it gets repetitive and then you can kind of just like fill in the stuff on your own.
It is because even as a cloud engineer, when you are deploying, let's say a three-tier application,
Hmm.
what you have to set up to deploy it is the same,
Hmm.
but there are different tools you can use to do it. So when we deploy the three-tier architecture in the management console, it is the same thing we are doing with Terraform. It's just
Yeah.
we are writing it in Terraform code. So once you build a three-tier VPC, it doesn't matter any project you work on, any type of application you are trying to deploy. If the application requires a three-tier VPC, it will be the same thing. So that's why when you configure things like launching an EC2 instance, creating an S3 bucket, um, cr creating an application load balancer, the process is always the same, regardless of whatever project you are working on. So that is why I said in my program, if you can complete the first two projects that we did in the management console, you pretty much understand about 60 to 70% of the information.
Beast.
Those first three, the deploy static and deploy dynamic.
Hmm.
Once you understand those, you understand at least 60% of the information because as you saw when you are working on the next project, you are seeing the same thing again, how to create a VPC.
Hmm.
Sometimes people always ask me like, you always tell us to delete our VPC at the end of the project, but then in the next project, it's the same thing, VPC. Why aren't we keeping it? And I only did it that way. So you create it as much as you can and to reinforce that knowledge in your mind. But once you get to a point where you understand, some people, that's what they do. By the time they get to the third, fourth project, they already understand how to create a VPC. So when they work on the next project, they don't delete their VPC from the previous project. They just use the same VPC.
Hmm.
So yeah, so you will see a lot of repetitive things. That's only because you are using the same service to deploy your application. We are just using different methods. Okay, so this is another set of things. So it's still complaining about, okay, so this one is ECS row. So your tax execution row. So let's go to your tax execution row.
Okay, sorry.
Scroll up there. Let me see. I think it'll keep scrolling up. Oh, yeah. Uh, okay. Scroll up more. Let me see. Yeah, let's see that error again. So it is saying that on main.tf line 90 in module ECS tax execution rule, the argument environment is required, but no definition. So So go to your ECS, your modules, ECS.
Yeah, I'm on it now.
So what about the so go on that error again. Let me read it one more time. Okay. The argument environment is required on module in module ECS tax execution rule. So we'll have to go to your module ECS tax execution rule. So it will be oh, so in here, scroll up in here. So in here, that's where it is right there, right? Well, so this is what it's saying. It's saying the argument environment is required, but it is not found here. Oh, okay. So
You know what I think it
that means
is?
that your variable, you probably named your variable environment right there. So
I
we need
think,
to change all the where,
yeah,
so all the places where you, but really where the issue is coming from is scroll up. Let's see. So a good way, a fast way you can find it is copy. Yeah, so your local copy environment, copy the name environment the way you have it. All right, then type Control F. On your keyboard, it will be Command because you use a Mac. Then, press the drop down arrow next to that environment. Then type it there, but with lowercase. All right, so you can see it is finding it in 7 places. If
hmm
you click on the first box next to it, an environment thing, that will replace it one by one. So if
Okay.
you click that, it will just you can see it replacing it. I always do that just to make sure that I'm changing the right things. So if you click that, or if you want to replace all the places where it found it, you can click on the next one after it, and it will just replace all. All right. So because you have your environment thing as that, it is also telling me that you have your variables named the same way. So you have to
Yeah.
change your variable. So scroll down. Okay, there you go. There. Okay. Do you think you only have it here? Okay, and there too.
I hope so, because if
Um,
not, then
you know where we defined our environment in the VPC. So go in the VPC
yeah.
and see how you named it there. So in the VPC module. Yes, Mobin, you're right. The environment is spelled, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it seems to be good here.
Okay. What about in your variables.tf? Okay, it's good there. I think you just add that type with it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I think I just accidentally had put a E and then
Yeah, you probably did like a copy paste. Copy
hmm
paste. So yeah. Um, ATS resume software.
this is coming up as a red
Um, so
Terraform.
that is coming up as red because go in your variables.tf. I think the uh
Maybe because I didn't.
environment. So go in there in the variables.tf where it's showing red. Let me see. To
Oh,
your
it's just,
TF vars.
yeah.
And the role. Is the spelling correct? Oh, it's saying it is not expected here. You know why? Okay, let's talk about it. So go into your VPC, your VPC, um,
Yeah, it was just spelled
your
wrong.
VPC module where we were just in, right?
Mhm.
So in your VPC module, right? Whatever you have listed as variable here, that is what is expected as an argument in that VPC module. You understand?
Yes.
So everything that you see here as a variable, is what is expected in that where you are having that error. And I
Okay.
can already point the error. The spellings are wrong. So in here, you have MV, and you see your O and R is like kind of like backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where that error is coming from. So copy this environment you have on 4, just for me to show you, and go into your project and do Control F and Control V. If the name is the same, you should be able to find it there. Do Command F, Command V. Right. So you can see that it has cleared now.
Mm-hmm.
But environment is spelled wrong though.
Okay.
So you might want to so I'll just search for that one that you pasted as spelled wrong and then do the same thing. Press the drop down arrow, then type this correct one.
Is that how it is? ENVIRONMET.
Here, RONEMT. Yeah, so
ENVR
remove RON, right? NVRONEVIRONEMT, right? Where you're missing the M before the E. No I. The I's are before the O. Yeah. Or am I tripping too? Sometimes when I'm looking at spelling, let me see.
Give me
And
1 sec. I could go.
the yeah. So is ENV IRON.
N.
Yes, N as in Nancy, and MENT. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Click.
so you can see where it is finding the way in your VPC module it is misspelled over there and it is replacing it for you. So do that over there. Then copy, scroll up in your outputs.tf. So you have to do the same thing then. So go in your outputs.tf. Yeah, there. So okay. Then okay, you've done it in your outputs.tf. What about your variables.tf?
Yeah. It's good here. I'm gonna save it.
All right. So make sure this name you are using is also, make sure this name is also the same.
Anon.
Oh, I think the environment is spelled wrong. So it is the I is before the R. You see? ANVIRON. Yeah.
Okay. So I should replace it here.
That one replaces. So you have to, because remember you change it to in the top part, that's what you are trying to find,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the bottom part is what you change it to. You've already changed it. So now you need to copy line 4, right? Line 4 is right. So we need to find, so what did you have there before? The one you just changed now at the bottom. So I think you had, so in the top part, type the, I think you have the, so in the top part of your box,
Mm-hmm.
type EMV.
I'm gonna
So
just.
copy that there, copy that in there, and replace the I and the R. That was what you had before.
Okay.
On the top one, on the top one. The bottom one is right.
ENVIRONMET. Yeah, I just copy and pasted this. So
Yeah. So we want to find what if you have any misspelled one in here because you switched it in there.
mm-hmm.
So I'm saying in the top box, switch the I and the R.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have anything in your file. So copy the one in the first box and go into your VPC module and look for it there. So paste it in there. So you can see you still have, uh, uh, so that one is right. So we don't need
Yeah,
to change that one.
I had just updated these. That's why.
Okay. All right. So when we run your Terraform apply, it will let us know if there's anyone we need to change.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm also saying double.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So save your work and run it, but you have to push your modules
Yeah.
stuff so into your repository and then change your work. So you might also have to delete your
Yeah.
Terraform thing again. That's the only downside sometimes to like putting it in the GitHub, using GitHub as source. Sometimes what Terraform does is Terraform downloads all your modules and puts it in that .terraform folder. And the next time you try to apply, instead of going to your modules repository to download it, it just uses whatever it has already downloaded and stored in the .terraform folder. So that's why sometimes when you update something there, it doesn't get updated in that folder.
Should I open up a new terminal or is this fine?
This is fine. This is fine. So first you have to run Terraform init though. Okay. Then run Terraform apply. So you can see you still have places in your scroll up. You still have, okay, you only have scroll down here. You still have places in there that environment is spelled, let me see.
Yeah, I can see it here actually in Navigate.
Yeah, that one. So copy, if best way to replace everything is copy where it is spelled wrong.
Okay.
So
I'm actually gonna do like this.
copy that one. Then if you guys want to search all the files in your directory. So you see on the left side where you have that search icon.
This.
Paste it in there. So that's going to find in all your documents where it is spelled wrong.
Okay.
Then you want to type the right spelling in the replace.
It was
VI and VRONRONMENT. Yeah. So click that box next to it. That's going to replace everything. Yep.
spelled correctly. ENVIRONMENT.
Yeah, ENV environment. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then you are also going to do that on your modules part as well, just in case if there's any misspelling there. So make sure in the search you paste the wrong spelling in there. So you already have it copy pasted in there. Did you recopy what was that? Go in your terminal where the wrong spelling is, copy it from there. Yeah, that one. You can copy that one. So you don't have anything in here that is spelled wrong. So you're good.
Let me just double check in here. Yeah, see. It says these have to be changed. in the main.tf to
Oh,
environment.
oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Oh, okay. So, the thing is, sometimes the thing about changing it here is, or when you pasted it, right, you have a space there. So it is in, can you press like a backspace? Don't press Command Z. Press Command Z again to undo everything. Oh, don't go back too far. I think you went back too far. It's fine. So now paste the one that is spelled wrong in that search thing. Make sure you don't have a space in the
After it or before it?
before. Yeah, like see. Yeah, make sure you don't have a space. Then um for put the right spelling in the replace. So the right spelling is ENVIRONENT and V. That one is correct.
Okay.
So replace. All right, then you did the environment, so you want to find that and replace that too.
Yeah.
So copy the environment, that goes on the top. But with it is with a capital M. The
Capital.
capital E, I mean, yeah.
And you want to change it to this, right?
Yeah, ENVI. Yeah, okay. And what else? So is this the module or is this the
This is the infrastructure.
infrastructure? Okay, perfect. Then go into your folder and just delete the click on your file explorer and delete your
Oh, you're saying
.terraform.
that run zone?
Yeah, delete your .terraform folder. Okay. Then go into your modules, look for references of the environment. I think it is right, but I'm not sure when you did that backspace. If you, so this is right. So, oh no, that's wrong. So what you paste there is envi. So place I think is finding some stuff there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to replace with
So replace it with the right correct spelling. Hold on, before you do it, envi. Yeah. Okay, replace. Okay. That took forever, something so simple to do, but
yeah.
but hopefully we got it all right now. Then you can uh so that's the module. What about the module? Did you push the modules too?
That was yeah, I just pushed the
Oh,
modules.
okay. Okay. Then in your project you've delete. So let me help you fix that your NAT gateway. So your NAT gateway, change that main to, remember you have changed it to domain, line 3 and 12, change it to domain equals VPC. Thank you, Nicholas. I'm looking forward to having you. Thank you.
Okay, so when I go here, I have to run Terraform in it again, yeah?
Yes. So yeah, your main dot to run Terraform init first, yeah, to re-download your modules, then run Terraform plan or Terraform apply.
I can't believe one little spelling error.
You know,
So,
that's one of the things we always get when you stare at code too much, everything
mhm.
starts looking the same.
No,
So
it's
that's why
true.
sometimes it's better to step away. So when you come back, you have fresh set of eyes to look at it again. But that does happen. Sometimes the error will literally be right in front of you, but you won't see it.
Does it matter that it's saying or all these problems are here or no?
No, it doesn't. I mean, I think that is just um that was probably from your TF thing, your Terraform thing that you deleted. That's not relating to your project. So there you go. So everything is working. So you can see scroll up. We fixed all that, but why is it still saying
Yes, this remember
it?
the last time it said that it had to say VPC equals true?
Oh, did you change it on both? Yeah, on where I just told you to change it in the modules. So,
Yes. Here
so-
it will change domain equals VPC, domain equals
or your VPC needs to be in a quote.
okay. That makes sense. So run Terraform in it again.
You have to push that. That's the downside to it. You have to keep
Okay.
pushing it. So in your module, anytime you make a change there. But the good thing is when you guys start working, the modules, they don't really change it every day. So the modules, it takes some time before they change it, unless maybe let's say there's like a major update, then they'll change it. So most of the time, once you get your modules right to where you want it, they just use it. So there won't be like, there's not always changes to the modules every day unless they are trying to update something in it.
Okay,
So
right.
you run Terraform plan again, and if it's still giving you that error, then that warning message, then you have to delete your Terraform and okay, you delete your .terraform folder and re-download it. Delete the Terraform log too. Okay. Okay. There you go. You're all good. No error.
It might take a while for some of these because I remember for a few of your videos it took a little bit.
Yeah, because you are creating everything. It's going to
Mhm.
create the RDS instance and yeah, it's going to take some time, especially when it is creating the RDS instance. So are you creating your RDS instance from your snapshot?
Yes, I believe so.
So once you are done applying, if you already have a snapshot that works from the previous project, you should be able to see your website. But um, if because in that project you were supposed to um, create your RDS instance, then migrate your data into the RDS instance. Then that snapshot is what we are using here, and that's what will allow you to see your.
Okay, yeah, if, I guess when it's done,
So when it's done, we'll see.
yeah.
Because when I was looking in your account, that course you haven't completed that one.
Mm-hmm.
So it is good to complete it in the management console manually. So that way you can see you have that will just even give you a much deeper understanding of how everything works, especially when you complete it in the management console. Then you go and do it with Terraform.
Okay. Good to know.
Yes. To join, I have the link in this video's description, and I can copy it, I can send it to you. Yeah.
What time do you usually have to be up in the morning?
By 8 a.m. But
Okay.
I'm always up at night, so
Yeah, I was gonna say that's tough, no?
I'm fine. I'm always up at night anyway, so I'm used to it.
Okay.
Um, so I'm going to paste the 6 months plan and the 1 year plan, and you can feel free to pick whichever one you want. Although I will say that you get you'll see the price benefit with the 1 year and the 6 months. So just pick whichever one you feel um, is best for you. So that's the 6 months plan, and I'll send the 1 year to you. And this is the 1 year. Yeah, so I have to be up at 8 a.m. But I'm always up at night, so I will most likely be up till maybe 3 or 4, sometimes 5 a.m. Then, but I always get my nap in after I work 8 to 5. Then I'll probably sleep, take a nap 5 to like 9:30. Then I'll do it all over again. So that's been my schedule so far.
Aziz, this error came up. It said,
Okay. So it is saying your route table already exists, right?
Mhm,
Either so it's saying already associated. So what it is saying is your route table, you probably have something in your route table where you have some typos there and you are associating the wrong subnet with the wrong route table. So let's look at your main.tier, your VPC in your modules. Right. So go to your subnet association. So yeah, right hand here. Scroll down. Right, scroll down. So your subnet associations are on line 63, right? So
mhm,
you can see there, this is supposed to associate your public subnet with your public route table.
mhm.
So can you look on line 64 and tell me if you see anything?
It says subnet private app and route table dot public route table ID.
So did you see the typo there?
Mm-hmm.
So line 64 is what we are using to associate our public subnet AZ1
Mm-hmm.
with our public route table. But there you have a typo where you copied your private app subnet.
Mm.
You see? So go to your subnet where you create the public subnet. So that will be up there, scroll up. So you can see on line 25, that's where you are creating public subnet AZ1. So it needs to be that. Yeah. You are welcome. And I look forward to having you. Okay. So let's just review the rest. So the other one is, as I said, public subnet AZ2. That looks right. All right, let's look at your, I think that's everything in here, but your other ones will be in the NAT gateway. So let's look at the NAT gateway. in the modules.
Hold on, I just want to make sure. A private app, okay, fix that. This one is in.
Your subnet group.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see that one. So that one is saying subnet group already exists. So either you already have a subnet group in your console that is already named the same name.
Okay.
So let's check your NAT gateway first, then we'll go in the console and delete the subnet group that you have that is the same.
Internet gateway public.
So yeah, where is that? It would be where we have the subnet association. So go down. So here, so you see here, you also have another typo.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no, this is your VPC. You are not in your NAT gateway. Okay, scroll down. Okay, so this one you have private app subnet is the one, private data subnet is the one. That is correct. So scroll down. Private app subnet is the two, private data subnet is the two. That is also correct.
Okay, so you think it's because of the console?
No, this I'm just checking this is still relating to your subnet association. So I'm just making sure that just a second. I'm just making sure that your
Private data subnet is
I'm just sorry, can you unmute yourself? I accidentally muted you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just making sure that your subnet association is correct. So the next one we want to check is your subnet group. So that's different from this one.
Okay.
So that's the one we check in the RDS console. So go to your management console. Yes. Click subnet groups over there on the left side. So what it is complaining about is it is saying that you have a subnet group. The subnet group name we are using for this project is database subnet, and
Mm-hmm.
you already have one in there. That's probably the one you created from when you did the project in the management console. So delete that. And you can also delete all those other subnet groups. So those are the ones AWS will create for you if you don't have a name. So if you don't specify a subnet group name, AWS will just create some
Okay. I was
randomly.
wondering why that happens sometimes.
Yeah. So now I think that's all the errors you have. So you can go in there and is that it? I think that's all the errors, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
just these two.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. So scroll down and no, oh, did you push your modules back?
Hmm.
So once you get the option, just type no.
Yeah. Forgot you had to do that. Do I have to delete the .terraform and Terraform lock again?
Yeah, it's always better to do that. I always do that too. But there's a command you can run that allows you to re-download it every time, but I don't remember it. I have to look for it. So if you don't want to keep deleting it, there's a command you can run that will re-download those modules for you every time.
There's 4 to add, 0 to change, 1 to destroy. That's fine.
Yes, because it is replacing. Remember, you had the typo, so
Yeah.
I can already say the one it is replacing is that one, so it will fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's fine.
So when you run Terraform apply after the first time and say there's like an error in the code, does it start from the beginning or does it start from like where everything else was created?
Yeah, it starts from where everything else was created. So
Okay.
whatever it has created, that stays there,
Okay.
and whatever where you add the error, it will just continue from there.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why when you were applying it, you saw that it was only telling you 4 to apply.
Mm-hmm.
So those were the only 4 resources that was left to create that it ran into the error.
Mm-hmm.
So all the other ones are already created. So those ones will stay as it is.
Okay. Do you work remote, Aziz?
Yes, I do.
You like it better?
I love it. It's
Yeah.
way much better. I don't
I
have to, for
feel
me,
like
it's
it's
just
gonna be hard.
more, yeah, it gives me more control of my time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to deal with traffic.
Yep.
And when you walk, yeah, because if I was, traffic is the main thing, and also sometimes you have to pay for parking.
Yep.
So, so those I save cost on, and the most important thing is even when right bef when I used to go to the office, I still used to stay up at night, but I was only stay up till about 1, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
But now that I work remotely, I can stay up till 5, 6, sometimes 7 a.m.
Oh
And
my God.
sometimes I just walk through, but that's just me. I'm not encouraging anyone to do that. But
That's crazy though that you can do that.
yeah, I mean, but I'll sleep more on weekends, and I'll take a nap during the day
Yeah.
after work. Um, yeah, but typically I try to go to bed by 5 a.m. I wake up at 8, shower, get ready to be ready for work at 9. So typically we start 9.
Okay.
So you can, yeah. So that's been my schedule. But I love remote work just because I can um just stay up at night and still be able to wake up and make it to the office.
Yeah, I feel like remote. I
Office
feel like that's
online.
a blessing to get a remote job.
Yeah. So remote work is very good. That's one of the benefits of working in the tech space
Hmm.
because there's a lot of remote work.
Yeah, that's actually why I was very intrigued to switch fields because I work with athletes right now, so I physically have to be somewhere.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it sucks because like you said, traffic, commute, gas, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
awful.
Lunch too.
Oh my God, I know. Trust me. It's like $20 every day. It's
Exactly. Exactly.
like $100 a week.
When I used to go to the office, those were my biggest expense. Gas money, parking, and lunch.
Yeah, of course. This usually takes long, right? The RDS, I think it took
Yes, the
10 minutes.
RDS takes about 7 to 9 minutes.
Okay. I'll be right back. I'm just going to run to the bathroom.
Okay. Mr. Sonny, how are you?
Mr. Aziz, good evening.
Good evening. You
Yeah,
still you're still up to?
yeah, yeah. I just I always check on YouTube to see when you're online.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And just hop on and just watch.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
What time is it on your end? Are we on the same
Um,
time zone?
yeah, we're on the same. I'm in Maryland as well.
Oh, you are? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You're just a night owl like me.
yeah, yeah. I I've been working on all these projects and everything, and I said, okay, oh, I think he should be online by now. So I went on YouTube, turned it on, and you were there. I said, okay, let me just come on
Yeah,
and watch.
thank
Yeah,
you.
so I just like watching. I just like watching from here, and so by the time I get to this stage,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'll probably pick up one or two things from
I
what
see.
I've been,
Yeah.
how you guys have been troubleshooting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's true. So sometimes it's good too. I enjoy watching other people do troubleshooting sessions too. Because
Mm,
you even though yeah, it's not like a full knowledge on learning it, but you pick up certain things and you see certain things to avoid when you work on your project.
yeah. Is there is there any good resource for, well, Udemy will be a good one, but for the Docker,
Or
because
just to learn like the just like a concept type of course or like a hands-on project course.
not like the concept.
Concept. Oh, you know what? And that's another thing that I don't mind sharing because
Mhm.
sometimes it's people like I care about you guys. I always recommend that if there are other resources out there, use them.
Mhm.
Don't just make it just my project. So Code Cloud, he has a lot of
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah,
very good at explaining stuff. He's
yeah,
very good.
yeah.
So
I
I'll
I
check
I
him
I
out.
have Code Cloud.
Yes. So
I've
he should have something on Docker. I think he should. Yeah.
I've been using them for Kubernetes, but
Okay.
I think I jumped too fast. I went on
Oh
Kubernetes
yes.
first
Oh
instead
yeah.
of
Oh no, no,
Docker.
no, no. Yes, you have to learn Docker first before you learn Kubernetes. Because once you know Docker and containerization and all that stuff, Kubernetes is just a step ahead of that. So yes, you need. I'm pretty sure I will be. Yes, someone Moben said he has Kubernetes. I mean, he has Docker course. So check him out. I He's definitely the only person I know out there that I've seen some of his YouTube video. I don't have his a Code Cloud account, but I've
Mm.
certainly watched a lot of his videos to get the concept of a service when I need. He's very good.
Yeah, yeah. I have a Code Cloud account, but I don't. I'm not subscribed to most of his courses. I'm just
Okay.
using the free one from what's it called, from Udemy,
Oh, I see.
because the county where I'm at, I have free access to Udemy courses.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
so check on his Udemy account, see whether he has it uploaded there. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
But if not, maybe you might just be able to get it from his website.
Yeah.
Also check his YouTube channel too. He always has a lot of free stuff there too.
Okay. Okay, I will. Because
Okay.
I was the static website and the dynamic website with the Docker.
Hmm.
Yeah, that going back and forth, building the image and pushing and everything. I think it was just too many steps. I just need to get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So which part of it was too many steps for you? Is it the pushing it? Because pushing it, once you build an image and you push it one time, and maybe you push another one, it's the same step every single time. So you'll get used to it. So the first
Yeah.
time, yes, it might seem like it's a lot,
Yeah.
but by the time you push 3 or 4 image, you understand the process like it's your name.
Yeah.
The part that may seem like a lot of work in the beginning is when you are writing your Docker file. So, um, I mean, just like anything, when you are new to it, it seems like a lot, but with time, it gets easier.
Yeah. The more I do it, the more I'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep watching you guys. I
Okay.
don't have any question for you today.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you back?
Yes.
How do you say your name? I'm always afraid to say your name because I don't want to mispronounce anyone's name.
It's in English it's Darden.
Darden?
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you say your last name?
Hojai.
Hojai. Oh, okay. Because I'm Nigerian, I would have want to say it's like it's like the X is silent, right? But I would
Mhm.
have said hoax.
Yeah, so I'm Albanian and
Okay.
the X and H makes a
Mm-hmm.
J noise.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, A noise. Oh, Hojai. Okay.
Yeah.
Darden. Okay. That's a nice name.
Thank you.
Yeah, the RDS always takes so long.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe
It's done now. Oh, there you go. It's done.
perfect.
So if you migrated your data, right, you
Mhm.
will be able to see your site. But if not, that is a part you would have to. So there are two steps to it. I can uh, the
We
first
could,
part is we can migrate your data into the RDS manually the same way I was showing someone the other time I was on live, or you can complete the other project, then you will create a snapshot at the end of that project. You will have that snapshot that you can continue to use. I recommend doing it that way because let's say, and the reason why I did this project this way is, let's say you want to present this project in one of your interviews.
mhm.
If you are using a snapshot that you already built that has all your configuration for your site on it, then when you run Terraform apply, it is just going to create it and your site will be back up. You won't have to go and manually migrate anything. So that was one of the reasons why I designed the project this way.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that and then we could do it like sometime this weekend if I have any trouble, I'll go on live with you.
Yeah, sure. So tomorrow, just Friday is very good for me.
Okay.
If I don't have plans with my wife, I don't think I have plans tomorrow, but I'll check. Um, we can I can go live tomorrow and also on Saturday too, I can go live. So let's check now and just see. So that way I can kind of like point you in the right direction.
Okay.
Then if you have any other questions, maybe tomorrow or Saturday, we can go live again.
Okay.
All right. So go in your console and let's just see. Um, oh, you haven't even done your Route 53, so never mind. So you still but go in you haven't done Route 53, so you won't be able to see your site. But let's go in your ECS service. Let's see. Yeah. So select your cluster and the service there I can see. Select the service down. It is down there selected. A spelling. I think I saw something in your code that so scroll down here. Scroll up. Select deployment and scroll down. Keep scrolling down. So keep scrolling down. All right, select. You see, the one that looks like that long number, it starts with like a 6-4. Yes, select that one. So it's your tags are failing. So I just want to see why they are failing. So it doesn't say, oh, because that one already exited already. Scroll up and select the logs. Oh, I know what this is. That was what I suspect. I saw it in your code, and that's not an error on your end. I need to, AWS change something, and we need to change it in our code too. So
Okay.
go into your ECS, um, your ECS module, and scroll up here. Think it will be in your tax definition. Oh, you know what? It is in your project side, on the project side. Okay. TFVAS. So when you guys are working on this project in the course, it used to be when you build your image with on a Mac computer, you have to use scroll all the way down.
Yeah.
But that one, AWS has changed it now. So for that one, just use x86. Um, I think it's in the Terraform documentation. So let's uh, go
Will it tell
to
you here?
tax.
No.
No, it won't tell you. But I just recognize that error from I've had it before and I've helped other people troubleshoot it. So I recognize that error. So I think it's x86 64, but type in Google, type Terraform AWS tax definition.
You said ECS.
Terraform AWS ECS tax definition. How often do I go live and what time? I go live as needed, or do I want to make it something that I do almost every day? So, but typically when I go live, because I work 9 to 5 and I rest in the evening. So typically when I go live, it will be 10 p.m. and I am on Eastern Standard Time.
Is it
But
difficulties?
yes, just that. So, but a good way to catch me is like if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and you have like the notification thing on, anytime I go live, it will notify you. Because some people that are subscribed, they always tell me that they get the notification when I go live. So that's one of the ways you can catch it. The day is not consistent right now, but the time is always 10 p.m. if I do choose to go live. Mobbing for course recommendation for solutions architect, I'll say use Marix certified solutions architect course. It is very good. That should prepare you for the exam. Okay. All right. So here you can scroll down. So let's look for that. I'll scroll up. It's probably where they have the container. I just want to see what that scroll up. Scroll down. Yeah. Maybe I missed it. Keep scrolling down. Maybe it's not the tax definition. Maybe it's something else. So go back to your modules, right? Let me see that that value. What is it? In your TFVAS, what is that variable? Architecture. So go and look for it in architectures. Let's see where we are using it in the modules.
Oh, in the modules?
Yeah. So then we'll know what to look for. Yeah, so you're right in your ACS. So do control type architecture, like find it there. Do control command F. Make sure you are clicking in there on the right side of the screen. You are still in that one. Yeah, click in there, then do command F. Right, and just look for architecture. There you go. Yeah, it's on the tax definition. Oh, it is CPU architecture. So let's go in that documentation again. So just click on arguments over there on the right side of the documentation, on the right side. There you go. And CPU architecture, scroll down to where they are. Is it there? Scroll down. Is that it? Are we in the right document? So go back to that, your Terraform module. Let's copy it from there. Your Terraform module code. Okay, so on line 21, copy that resource type. No, just the resource type, the first one. Yeah. Copy that and paste that in Google. Press enter. Yeah, and select that one. Okay, scroll down. Scroll down. I think it's x8664, but I just want to make sure. Scroll down. So where's that argument?
Do you want me to go to the course and pull up the reference architecture maybe?
I don't think, well, I'll check in my code. I'll check in my code. I have it here. I'll
Okay.
check for you. I know it's x8664. I'm just trying to make sure. Yes, it is x8664. So unless the documentation change, so I'll look for it and I'll send you the link. It's in there. It's in there somewhere. So for that one, it should be x86 under hyphen six underscore 64. Yeah, like that. And save it. Then run Terraform apply again. I think it should replace your ECS service, but if it doesn't replace it, we might have to like stop it and destroy and run it again. But they should replace it. Okay, scroll up. Let me see what it's doing. It's going to replace your database instance. That's just the tag. That's fine. Scroll up. Okay. Scroll up. Okay, it will replace it. Fine. But then scroll up again. Is it going to replace and it will update your ECS service? Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. That was quick. So go back to your ECS service and refresh. Okay, it's running something new now. And select deployments. Okay, scroll down. Okay, it has started a new one. Select that one that starts with F1. Okay. Click on logs. No, up there where it says logs at the top, yeah. Okay, no logs, so means nothing is failing so far. All right, go back to your ECS service. You see those directory? Yes, you can just keep going back. Go back one more again. So it's your ECS service refreshing here. Click the refresh button. And if you have to go, let me know because I know it's late. So, but we
No,
are pretty much done anyway. So
yeah.
you can probably continue. But then if you run into any issues, let me know. But I just want to. So your ACS is still spinning it up, but sometimes it takes time to bring up
Okay.
your service. So refresh again. Let's see. Scroll down. Okay, so it looks like it's launching it. So it has launched one, and since your desired capacity is 2, it will have to do is launching the second one. So scroll up. It's completed. All right. So it looks good. You can see it says completed. Why? Oh, click on Health and Metrics tab. Okay. You can see you have two EC2 you have two tasks running on the right side. The
Mm-hmm.
status of your ECS service is active, and it is saying that your target group are also healthy. So if you go to your target group, you see target group name there. And on this page, if you select that one, the main thing when you guys are splitting up your ECS services, make sure that your target group is healthy. You can see your 2 tags are healthy. So that's good.
Okay.
So the only thing now is you just need to complete the project by deploying your Route 53 and
Okay.
see if you can access your site from your domain name.
Okay. I'm gonna run Terraform destroy just
Yeah,
so I don't
yeah,
get charged for anything, and then um
yes. And when you want to continue again next time, just run Terraform apply again.
yes.
Thank you, Mobin, for subscribing. I'll be honest with you guys, that's one of the things I struggle with. I don't know how it is maybe, but I don't, if you guys notice, I don't ever tell you, I don't ever say, oh, like and subscribe, because I don't know. I always feel like I'm begging for some subscribers if I do that. But I just like care to put good information out there, right? If you see it and you like it, then you can subscribe. But I don't care to accumulate subscribers if I want you guys to find value in what I do. And if it works for you, then you can subscribe. But thank you for subscribing.
Whoever's watching this, just understand that I was stuck on this for 3 days, and Aziz helped me in an hour and a half. So
Yeah.
that into perspective for you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I always appreciate you guys' feedback. That will help me a lot. So if for those of you, one thing I also get a lot is sometimes people always message me this. They'll say, I've been watching your videos for like a year or two or something, but then I'm just like, oh, I'm just finding out about you for the first time.
Yeah,
So it would be nice if you guys can also engage on it. If I mean, then it's literally is up to you. I just care about putting the information out there. So, but when I do get feedback from you guys, it does help me out. So if you have time to do that, please do that.
of course.
Okay. Yeah.
You should
So
make like a review section on your page, Aziz.
yes, it's just the platform I'm using. They don't really, it's like their review thing. I have to go type it in myself. And that is
Mhm.
why I don't have the reviews thing, because I don't want to, I can collect the review from you guys and put it in there, but I care about having like a reviews that's kind of like public, where you guys can just, maybe I'll create it like a Google business page and you guys can just give me a review from there.
Yeah, for sure. Let me know.
Yeah. So, um, cool. So yeah, that's it. It looks like all your stuff is working. Then, if you have any issues, just message me.
Yeah,
Then,
for sure.
Yeah, Aziz.
I'm gonna finish up the rest of the project, and then I'll probably message you this weekend.
okay, cool. Thank you,
Yeah,
Daniel.
Thank you, Aziz.
Aziz.
Right. Yes, sir.
If we can talk privately, I think I have an idea for you. But
Oh,
if we can
okay.
talk privately,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'll share that with you.
Have a
Okay,
good
sure.
night, Aziz.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank you, Daniel. Have a good night. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'm sure it's late on you guys end too. It's 12 p.m., almost 12 a.m. Yeah. So thank you for sticking by, and I'll see you guys on the next live. Bye. So, Mr. Sonny, you can just join the Zoom back after I end it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.